Microsoft Edge.
Yep.
Yep. That's it. I think if you have to, I'll just test to make sure.
Just like don't have to press
What's
stop.
the?
I will save it in the end.
Yes, please. Yes.
It's ready. Yeah, it's starting already. Let me see. Yeah. Here we go.
You've obviously got great IT skills.
Don't worry, Bonnie, I'm taking some photos as well.
Is it not doing what it's supposed to?
Yeah. I'm beginning to work on my presentation because I also used the presentation and it actually worked.
Oh, it's meant to be through presentation.
Oh, you did your presentation?
Yeah, you can use a mouse. You can just.
Oh, I was thinking in the last.
Yeah.
That's why I came in the last.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm the invisible guest today. Yeah, because I'm not on the agenda because I jumped in late.
You're on my agenda.
Thank you for updating. Yeah, so I'm currently doing Master in Banking and Finance, and this is my last semester in Monash. So I'm about to move on to the wide open world. Yeah, but let me tell you about my job history. It's not as straightforward as you think. I didn't end up working for ANZ as my first job. I did my bachelor in Chinese literature in National Taiwan University, and I was an in-house translator when I was doing my graduate program. I'm passionate in literature and linguistics, but can you imagine spending 7 days a week in a nutshell, typing, meeting deadlines from the publisher? Yeah. Look, this is not the life I want. This is the translation box when we work at Interpreters for Conference. Yeah. And today, if you need to get something translated, who will you go to?
Google.
Yes, Google Translate.
Say, yeah.
Right, exactly. Lucky enough, I have a chance to begin my career as a banking compliance in Mega Bank. It was a Taiwanese bank branch in Hong Kong. They need someone who are familiar with the Taiwanese culture to communicate with their clients. At the same time, has the language proficiency to handle queries, laws, and regulations from the Hong Kong financial institutions and authorities, which make me the best fit. 1.5 years has gone. I thrive in the challenging environment, but at the same time, I came to realize that auditing can soon be done by machine. So how do I adapt to these changes? I found the answer during my wealth management program with AIA. Team collaboration and human interaction is the key to the emerging continuous fintech and disruptive innovation. This motivation prompted me to continue my journey in Australia. Yeah. Let's take a look. Oh, no. Yeah, so does it look like your dream workplace? This is where I currently work as a banking consultant with ANZ. But today, I'm not here to tell you how successful I am. I'm here to share with you how many times I failed and struggled. I wasn't successful at the beginning. Since the beginning of last year, I applied for numerous internships and jobs on Seek and Career website. Then I came to realize I can't just apply for anything randomly. At that time, I neither have a CPA or a CFA, and I wasn't a PR back then. I didn't even get through the online assessment. With the help from English Connect and Career Connect, I improved my CV and answering skills, which highlight my qualities and achievements. So this year, I had a few opportunities to complete the online interview. I successfully applied for the WIO program, the Word Integrated Learning program with Monash. Still, recording an online interview is quite challenging, because you could hardly let your personality shine without interaction. I know that I lack a chance to present myself in person. One morning, when I was having breakfast with my partner, he asked me, "Have you ever thought about walking into a bank and ask for a working opportunity?" I've never done it before and I kind of feel awkward. Yeah, I'm afraid of failure. So after struggling for a while and did a few role play, I finally started to visit bank branches. At the beginning, I was not very confident. I don't know what to say. I stick to introducing myself and handing in my CV and ask them if there's any job vacancies. After visiting bank branches, I realized there is nothing to lose, even I don't get the job, right? The more I spoke, the more I can refine my conversation. So the manager of this branch immediately asked me, what language can I speak? I say Chinese, Cantonese, and a little bit Spanish. He was like, yes, okay, you're hired. Yeah, so at that point, I knew that they need me, and that's how I get the offer. He also said that sometimes he finds Chinese customers difficult to understand. I suggest that cultural barrier may imply, since in Asian culture, relationship is built on trust rather than terms and conditions. So I will be the one who can speak their language, the one whom they can trust. Turns out I'm the only one who can speak Cantonese in this branch. Yeah. So in my second interview, I also share my it's gone. I also share my insights about technology innovation and shifting the focus to customer interaction. I believe it's important to understand customer behavior as well as the characteristic that makes artificial intelligence unique and disruptive. This matches the value proposition of the branch. Transformation to the future of banking is happening. New concepts are first implemented in our branch. The strategic reform aims to improve customer experiences and specialize in providing face-to-face banking service. While in Asia, many banks decide to close down some of the less important branch and replace by contact center, we open 7 days a week with extended hours on Friday to provide convenient banking and making the best of our prime location. As a customer, this is definitely what I am looking for. As an employee, these are the values I would love to add to. I start thinking of what is the irreplaceable position before I start my career in Australia. Base the strategy on the known future, which is the hard trend. Turn disruption and change into advantage and opportunities. Manipulate the soft trend with your interpersonal skills that will not only survive, but will thrive for many years ahead. Merely hoping that disruption is not going to occur on your horizon is not a strategy. It is avoidance. Paying attention to the known future is the strategy. If you don't make this change today, it will be far more difficult to change from behind tomorrow. So it is not uncommon that students used to limit themselves from reaching out the things they don't know. The first challenge is always yourself. The fear of stepping out of your comfort zone. The comfort of staying with the herd, with your own kin. The second challenge is you are not well prepared enough. When my classmates came to know that I get my dream job before I graduate, and I'm presenting right here before I become an alumni, they keep asking, how did I make it? But they have overlooked the effort behind, which they didn't take part in. In the past 1.5 years, I attend numerous of workshops, seminars, conferences inside and outside university. Networking helped in refining my conversational skills and learn from professionals can help me to refine how I more is effective to introduce myself. I can't guarantee such connection can get you a job, but it can widen the way how you see and think. Through talking to people from a range of industry, you will get to know what it is like working in those environments, and you can meet people who can be your mentor. You can't have all the time in the world. Don't count how many days towards the assignment deadline, how many days towards final exam. Don't count how many days you've spent overseas, far from your homeland. Make the days count. I also had a chance to film with the Career Connect on a video testimony. It was a pity that they never get back to me, and I don't have a chance to reveal how the video is produced. But fortunately, I keep a track record of my personal growth. I love to share my ideas after attending events, the milestone I've achieved. So, it's a time for group free. Yeah. Come here. One. Yeah, so let's get back. Yeah, so don't stick to where you fall. Challenge people around you to step outside the traditional walls of thinking. If traditional rules don't work for you, try non-traditional methods. Make your own rules. Try until success becomes your voice. Fake it until you make it. Don't let emotion drag you down. There's no failure. There's only experiences. Focus on what you achieve from that experiences and share your involvement like a pro. Be the best version of yourself. If you stay on the shelf for the rest of your life, you will never find out. Define your value that makes you stand out amongst the competition, rather than chasing after a common qualification. Define your own irreplaceable qualities. Figure out the most effective ways that lead to what you want most. Fill the gaps by reaching out the world unknown. 2 years ago, when I was new to Monash, my senior schoolmates were also sharing their insights here. At that moment, I said to myself, I want to be as good as them. I volunteered for a financial project named the Financial Force, started by my senior schoolmates. I met a lot of amazing people and learned a lot of soft skills from this project. More importantly, I become more confident, enthusiastic, and willing to take the initiatives. I was so desperate to prove my capability, so I also started applying for every position right in front of me, like the facilitator for English Connect and a few projects for Monash Talent. Every single rejection gets me closer to where I want to be. When you're ready, the time will come to you. This is how I approached Dr. Stan from my late journey in this conference, which brings me at the same spot here today. If you're really after something, just go for it. If you have a dream, let it be the alarm that wakes you up every morning. The short distance to go for a dream is passion. Be passionate in what you love. Love what you're passionate in. Do what you love, and you will never work another day in your life. Seize every opportunity. Make the most out of it. And also, don't forget to give credit to people who have helped you when it's due. There are many more adventures ahead of our journey, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your inspirational words.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. And what a great story you shared about going into the bank.
Yeah. When I look back, I didn't even know where did I get the courage from.
Yeah, but you did it, and what amazing results.
Yeah, and if you ask me again, I will tell you, I will do the same thing again.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. It's an inspiration to all of us. Great courage, and it brought results. But I think built on all of the other work you've done with yourself over
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the preceding years.
Like milestone, step
Yeah.
from step.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to our lovely presenters today. We started a bit late, so officially it's time now to go to morning tea. But do you want to spend a few minutes after tea?
After tea.
Do you want to have a few minutes for questions before